It's time to let go. But how do you end something that once meant everything? How do you walk away from a person who was your world without destroying theirs? Most people avoid this question. They ghost, they explode, they cheat, anything to escape the discomfort of a clean, conscious ending. But there's another path, a rare one, a powerful one that requires courage, maturity, and an unflinching honesty, ending a relationship ethically. Because real strength isn't in how you love someone, it's in how you let them go. Rule number 1, be brutally honest, with yourself first. Before you speak a single word to the other person, you must confront your own truth. Is this really over, or are you reacting emotionally? Are you ending it because you're growing or because you're running? Ethical breakups start with internal clarity. You owe it to both of you not to leave based on impulse or confusion. Sit with the discomfort. Ask yourself the hard questions. Only then can you face them with integrity. Rule number 2, don't drag it out to avoid guilt. One of the most cruel things you can do is stay with someone out of guilt. Because when you're emotionally checked out but physically present, you're not sparing them pain. You're feeding them false hope. And that hope, when it dies, cuts even deeper than the truth ever would have. End it when you know, not when it's convenient, not when you're sure they'll be okay. When you know it's over, give them the dignity of knowing too. Rule number 3, choose the right time and setting. This isn't a text. This isn't something you do in the middle of a fight, or in public, or while they're vulnerable. Ending a relationship deserves intention, respect, privacy. The right moment won't ever feel perfect, but it should be thoughtful. Create a space where both of you can speak, listen, grieve. The way you end things becomes a permanent memory. Don't make it a scene of destruction. Rule number 4, speak without blame, but not without truth. It's tempting to point fingers when ending a relationship, to dump all your resentments like a final purge. But real maturity lies in expressing your truth without making them the villain. I feel like we've grown apart carries more weight and less damage than you've changed. Speak from your perspective. Own your part. Say what needs to be said without turning your goodbye into a war zone. Rule number 5, don't offer false hope. This one cuts deep, because in the moment, you'll be tempted to soften the blow. Maybe one day. Let's stay friends. Who knows what the future holds? But those words, spoken in fear, will haunt them. Ethical endings are clear. They don't leave the door cracked open. They allow space for healing, not confusion. When you end it, end it. It's kinder than stringing them along in a fog of maybe. Rule number 6, let them feel everything. Pain, anger, silence. Let them grieve. Don't rush their healing just to avoid your own guilt. Don't tell them how they should feel, or try to rescue them from the sadness you caused. Sit with the discomfort. Hold space for the chaos, because the greatest act of compassion isn't in preventing their pain. It's in honoring it. Rule number 7, don't rewrite the past to justify the present. So many people destroy the entire memory of the relationship just to validate why they're leaving. They dig up old arguments, they exaggerate flaws. But you don't need to stain every good memory to walk away with integrity. Let the good be good. Let the love you shared remain real. Leaving ethically means acknowledging that, once, what you had was beautiful, even if it no longer is. Rule number 8, no public drama, no social media statements. Keep it sacred, keep it private. This isn't the world's business. Posting cryptic messages or airing dirty laundry might feel empowering in the moment, but it only invites chaos. Ethical endings protect the sacredness of what you had. Even if it ended in pain, it deserves respect. Don't turn your breakup into a spectacle. Let it be a chapter that closes in dignity, not noise. Rule number 9, respect the no contact phase. After you've said your final words, you must let the silence do its work. That means no late night check-ins, no just thinking of you texts, no breadcrumbing. Healing begins when the wound is left alone. You may still care, but caring doesn't mean interfering. Ethical endings are clean breaks. Give both of you space to become whole again, separately. Rule number 10, learn, grow, transform. A breakup isn't just an end. It's a mirror, a moment of brutal reflection. What did you learn? What patterns do you need to break? Who were you in that relationship? And who do you want to be in the next one? If you walk away without reflection, you'll repeat the same story in a different body. But if you choose growth, this ending becomes your rebirth. a new foundation, a deeper you. After the ending. The ethical art of moving on. There's a silence that follows an ending. Not the silence of absence, but something heavier. The echo of everything you didn't say. The empty bed, the quiet mornings, the urge to reach for someone who's no longer yours. But here's where most people falter. They confuse moving on with escaping, healing with forgetting. And they leap into distractions, into rebound stories, into emotional amnesia. But the truth? Healing after an ethical breakup is where the real work begins. Because you didn't just end a relationship. You broke a pattern. You took the harder path, the one that doesn't burn bridges, but walks across them, slow and steady, with grace. And now, you must cross over fully. Without turning back, without guilt, without shame. How do you do that? Step 1. Sit in the void without filling it. It will be tempting to call someone new, to flirt, to scroll, to numb. But this void you feel, it's not empty, it's sacred. It's space being made for a new version of you to emerge. The old you was a partner, a half, a we. Now, you're returning to yourself. Let it hurt. Let it be lonely. That's not weakness, it's recalibration. The more you resist the void, the longer you stay lost in it. Step 2. Don't make them the villain to speed up your healing. It's easy to feel powerful by rewriting history. To say, they never really loved me, or I was the only one trying. But ethical healing isn't built on lies that comfort you. It's built on truths that grow you. Maybe they loved you the best they could. Maybe you both failed in different ways. That doesn't make them evil. It makes you human. When you can let go without hatred, you've truly let go. Step 3. Reclaim the parts of yourself you abandoned. In every relationship, we lose little pieces of ourselves. Hobbies we dropped, friends we stopped seeing, dreams we shelved. Now is the time to gather them again. Reclaim your rituals. Reconnect with your inner world. Start small. Paint again. Go for solo walks. Relearn your taste in music. When you become your own safe space, love doesn't feel like a lifeline. It becomes a bonus, not a requirement. Step 4. Forgive yourself for not being perfect. Yes, you made mistakes. Maybe you stayed too long. Maybe you didn't communicate well. Figures the name like sex especially stopping with yourself. Maybe you outgrew them silently. But perfection was never the goal. Integrity was. You left with truth in your hands. That alone makes you rare. So let go of the shame. You're not broken. You're becoming someone who can love more consciously the next time. Step 5. Let closure come from within. You don't need one last talk. You don't need them to understand. You don't need their apology. Closure isn't something they give you. It's something you choose. You close the door not when the pain disappears, but when you decide that it no longer defines you. The chapter ends when you stop rereading it, not when they write the perfect final sentence. Step 6. Don't rush the next. There's this pressure, unspoken but suffocating, to move on fast, to prove you're okay, to show the world you're unbothered. But true healing isn't linear. You don't graduate from grief on a timeline. Some days you'll feel powerful. Other days you'll ache for the version of you that loved them. Both are okay. Take your time. The next love you deserve is after the transformation, not in place of it. Step 7. Write a new story, without needing a new person to co-author it. This is your rebirth, a clean page, but you don't need someone else to validate it. Don't write a story of revenge or rebound or proving your worth. Write one of peace, of stillness, of quiet confidence. Learn to love being alone, not because you're avoiding people, but because you've found your home within. Step 8. Reflect on the love, not just the loss. It's okay to miss them, to smile at old memories. Missing them doesn't mean you made a mistake. It means you loved deeply. That's not a flaw, it's a gift. But instead of romanticizing or resenting it, simply honor it. Let it pass through you like a song from another lifetime. You don't have to hate the past to walk into the future. Step 9. Create a new definition of love. This is the part where you evolve. You redefine what love means to you, not as a place to hide from loneliness, but as a partnership of wholeness. A union of two people who don't complete each other but expand each other. If your last relationship ended ethically, it already taught you more than most people learn in years. That real love includes the courage to walk away when it no longer nurtures growth. Step 10. Become the person who could do it all again, with more wisdom. The final transformation isn't about never being hurt again. It's about becoming so self-aware, so grounded, so emotionally mature, that you could enter a new relationship without fear. Because you now know how to love, and how to let go, with integrity. That makes you powerful. That makes you rare. And when you move with that kind of energy, your next love isn't about filling a hole. It's about sharing an overflow. If this message resonated with you, if you've ever loved someone deeply and had the courage to walk away, know this: you're not weak. You're not heartless. You're becoming someone who values truth over comfort, growth over attachment, and peace over chaos. So if you're on a journey of healing, rebuilding, or simply rediscovering yourself after love, you're not alone. Hit that subscribe button, because this channel is for the brave ones. The ones who don't just love, but love consciously. Who don't just survive endings, but turn them into beginnings. Your transformation has already begun. Let's walk it together.